November 14th, we're kicking off a special dinner with a local brewery. And we're doing beer to bacon. Everything we can possibly imagine, creating a bunch of different creative things like we're using like beer for vinaigrette, we're going to be using beer for poaching certain things, roasting certain things, we're going to add a little chocolate and coffee stouts and bacon and bread and what is it, graham cracker crusts and things like that. I think we're doing like a cheesecake with a graham cracker bacon crust, kind of cool.
As part of the brewing process, we use malted barley. And once we're done using the malted barley, it's of no use to us. So we have close to 1,000 pounds of wet malted barley. And what we do with that is we actually have a farmer, his name is Dave from Eaglewood Farms in Barkhamsted. He comes once or twice a week and he picks up all of our spent grains. He's a pig farmer, and what he does is he uses that malted barley, that spent grains, as pig feed. So we're very happy to be able to not have to throw it out or get rid of it some other way. So being able to give back to a farmer, we don't charge him anything for it. We're happy to get rid of it because it is of no use in the brewing process anymore.
We're going to be doing a pork ossobuco. We're going to basically take an entire pig and roast it and get everything we can off of it. We're going to do pork belly and beer, and we're going to do maybe pork belly with a scallop or something like that, and some and poach the scallop in beer and roast the pork belly. It's going to be amazing. We're going to do all kinds of cool things. Oh, look at that. Thanks, man.
That's probably one of the most exciting new trends in craft beer, is that people are actually pairing beer with food and realizing that the flavor in the beer can complement the flavor in the food.
You might be surprised, but literally every dinner you eat is a farm-to-table dinner. It's just not a local farm. And the big thing right now is creating sustainable farms in the local areas, and they're really turning everyone on to what people can actually produce locally.
As a new brewery, we're excited to partner with good quality and well-respected restaurants like Vito's, and being able to do a beer dinner there is very exciting for us. We'll get a chance to meet new customers. We'll get a chance to interact with people as they're pairing beer with food.
Growing up, though, we grew up on a farm, and everything we had was a farm-to-table dinner. We raised cattle, we raised chickens, rabbits. We had everything, vegetables, and we had no choice. And up until about 30 years ago, there wasn't a lot of stuff. You went to the butcher shop for meats. You went to certain places for certain things. There wasn't these giant supermarkets that had all kinds of things in them. And I think people forget that where food actually comes from. And they think it comes from the grocery store, and it's not actually made somewhere or grown somewhere or raised somewhere. So I think some people just don't really get it. And this whole farm to table thing is a whole awakening for everybody to say, hey, wait a minute, this milk came from 20 miles away, or this organic turkey is right across the street or something.
Well, people love bacon, and if I can quote Homer Simpson, I think 3 of his favorite phrases were beer and bacon and donuts. So people do love bacon, and bacon can go into a lot of dishes. You could use it at breakfast, lunch, or dinner. It can even be as a snack. It could go on a salad. So like I said, we're happy to try to find new creative ways to use bacon.
And usually, coincidentally, people who like bacon also really enjoy beer as well. Have you noticed that? There's a correlation between the beer and bacon? Yeah, I think so. Reservations will be going quick. It's a limited seating, so hopefully when you see the opportunity to go and click the reservation, you'll do that, and we'll have a good time. See you on the 14th.